hedrar jättemycket annat också. Det att utgången inte kommit som en överraskning för mig snarare förvånar jag mig över röstantalet för och emot. Jag trodde inte att jag skulle fällas av så få av långt flera.
This was so fascinating to me. I couldn't stop watching it. It's really so interesting, so expressive, so thought-provoking, with the three parts, the prelude, the interlude, and the delude, and all of them so different. The prelude with just that quiet VO, you could barely hear him talking, no music, no anything. It was just really just the words, and you could really listen to what he was saying. With the interlude, with the flute and the two women in blue and red and the white masks, and the brushing of the hair, and then the man with the hammer, it just all so interesting with the way that they interacted with each other. And then you have the delude with the three people in yellow, brown, and green, and the smoke emanating from them. That to me was the most stunning image of this whole film. That intro into the prelude. And then those three gentlemen just with the expressions on their faces. Absolutely stunning. I'm floored by it. There are no words. And congratulations.
This is an interesting exploration of theater, color, mimes, and music to express abstract ideas, combining a monologue with scenes where no words are spoken, because they have mimes, which by themselves are just so very expressive. And that sort of pendulum they keep showing, it is perhaps to represent time passing by. I'm not sure, but then we have this closing soldiers scene, which is so inspiring. Again, they are saying nothing, and yet so many things are told. It is a great film.
Complete with symbolism. I didn't always get all of the symbols, but I didn't find that it really mattered, because it was so interesting to just watch, and the exercise of trying to assign meaning to these strange and beautiful things that were happening in front of us was engaging on its own. And I found that all of the segments were so richly layered that it was just fascinating to watch. I love the aesthetics. I love the little bits of mystery of these actions or objects that seemed to be out of nowhere, but somehow fit in, which made them a part of a puzzle that we were trying to reason out as we were enjoying the performances. I mean, that was the other thing of it, was the performers were just fascinating to watch. They were very engaging. So yeah, I thought that the whole thing was definitely a wonderful trip into experimental video exploration. It was a wonderful video poem, just gorgeous. Like the art design, the direction, the performances, the pacing of it was very well done. And there was just some very strong and images that kind of stay with you after the film is over. So yeah, very, very well done. Wonderful, dense piece of video art.
This was a really interesting concept. I mean, I really liked so much of how they set up the shots and the very minimalistic set that they were using. There was one particular section in, I think it was Interlude, where you had these beautiful colors of your characters in red and blue, but then the rest of the stage looked very foggy. There were a couple of things that I was very unclear about. I wasn't sure what the symbolism was supposed to be, and the sound seemed a little far away in segments where I really had to strain to try to hear. I think that the gentleman that was all in silhouette with the hammer, that was really well done. It definitely captured your attention and got you curious about him and what he was doing there. The effects were great. You had the three people sitting there and the smoke coming out of their hoods. That was really well done. I wish I knew more of what was going on with the piece, and also there was an element that was swinging back and forth. And I saw it in a couple of the segments, and I really wanted to know what that was or what it symbolized. But yeah, it definitely piqued my curiosity.
It was super cool. Just like, even though there aren't really that many shots, like most scenes are just one shot or a wide shot. I mean, all of them are super memorable and really stick out and are super powerful. And it's really cool. It's like kind of looking at like a bunch of different paintings in a row. And, it was just really powerful imagery. And, the masks were super creepy. And obviously the end with the three men at the white faces. So yeah, I thought it was super cool and really just some great visuals that I'll remember for a long time.
It was cool. I really didn't know what I was getting into with it, but the initial setup left you with so many questions. The construction of each of the sets throughout is very theatrical in the sense that it feels like you're looking at a stage, and the camera is very still, which I think adds to the immersion in a way that's really unique. The color grading was beautiful. Everything was very bright and at times vibrant and at times very muted, depending on which segment you're watching. But the characters were so interesting and ethereal, and the poem, especially read at the beginning, was very poignant and very timely. And I loved the construction of each of these little vignettes that we get to watch throughout. I believe the company behind this piece produces theater, so I will be looking more into them because they seem like they know what they're doing, and I feel like we could all learn a lot by enjoying some theater.
You made me think of like, what if Samuel Beckett tackled political and like socioeconomic issues on stage? I think it was a very theatrical setup, and it came off as experimental theater. But I think what made it so poignant was this bright, overexposed setting with different. I don't want to say Easter eggs in the background, but like very poignant imagery that was clearly trying to make a point. Overall, it was really interesting to watch. And I think it would be, I think this would be something great to be shown to theater students and film students looking to go into experimental theater, and how to combine that with creating a political message with your art. But overall, really, really enjoyable to watch.